I'm Yasel.
And welcome to Chismecito Time. All right, guys. So today we're just gonna talk about a few events that happened to us last weekend. It was last weekend, right?
Yes,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
last weekend. So we missed 2 weeks of Chismecito. Was it 2 weeks?
Yes.
Yes.
I had a training one Tuesday. And then
Yes.
what was the other one?
And the other one was because I got severely injured.
Oh my God, guys. So we've been trying to do a lot of healthy stuff. Like we've been trying to I went for a 5K run and run for it, which I will be going to another run this Saturday with Giselle called Wicked Run.
Wicked wine run.
Oh, Wicked Wine Run. That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
she missed the best part.
So
The
we've
wine.
been trying to, well, yes, the wine is the best part, but we have been trying to just be a little bit more health conscious. I know health trends right now are super trendy. So we've been trying to be more active and run. Like I said, this is gonna be our second race. Well, for me, just I didn't do the first race.
I've never done a race in my life. In
Uh-huh.
fact, I've ran before. I used to love running, but I've never done an actual
Dude,
race.
it was so funny because I don't remember the last time I had run before this race. I don't remember. It's been years and years and years. And I went with Cynthia and with Brenda, and they're both runners. So I was oh, I was already a little bit nervous. So sure enough, I start with them, and they take off. So I'm like, okay, I'll just catch up with them. So I'm going. Dude, I swear there was 2, 3 times that I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but and then people kept passing me, and I'm like, I'm at the end, but I kept turning, and there was still people behind me. So I was like, okay, I'm good. And then I kept running, and then somehow I made it. I finished, right? Thank God. And then when I get there, I ran into somebody that was just sitting there, and then I said, "Oh my God, that was so hard." And she goes, "I girl, I didn't even make it. I came back." And I'm like, "That was an option? I could have come back? I didn't know that was an option."
Right. Oh
That's
my
so
goodness.
funny because I remember thinking what if something happens? What am I gonna do? Yeah, I didn't know that was an option. But I'm glad I didn't know because I don't know if I would have pushed myself as hard as I did. But I did a 5K, so I was very proud of myself.
I'm so proud of you.
Yay.
And I'm so glad you're saying this because now I know that I have options for my whenever
No,
it's my run.
you can't. You can't go back. No.
So now we know we have
No.
options. Well,
So then we thought we could do a cycling class next, and we went with well, they were having one here at the Melting Pot.
yes, with the rhythm and motion.
Rhythm and Motion. We signed up. We are all excited. It was 6 of us. It was Betsy, Brenda, Cynthia, Giselle, and Liz and myself. And we went over to the Melting Pot, and we're all excited. Well, Giselle got there a little bit late, so we were there. We started warming up. Giselle just shows up a little bit late, as per usual. Just
So I
kidding.
missed all the instructions. Mind you, also I've never cycled before. I've ridden a bike, but it's completely different.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to hear the instructions, nothing. I just showed up late and it was already awkward and embarrassing.
So she just
So I was
started.
just okay, let me start.
And I guess she says her bike was in the hardest.
She doesn't believe
said
me.
that it was at the hardest level.
Yeah.
That she got there, she started pedaling, and it was super intense.
Yes. So yeah.
The resistance was super intense.
Right, I basically climbed a whole mountain or rode up a whole mountain without knowing because it was on full resistance mode. And so then I just didn't, my bike was off, I was a mess, I didn't even know, I was just pedaling, right? And so then Liz was next to me, and then the girls left the bike that was right in the front, so no pressure.
Oh yeah, she got there. She had
yeah.
to sit in the front.
Right, and I wish I would have been there early. I would have been in the very back with Betsy, because Betsy had also, she said she had never done a cycling class before. And the girls, I feel like I hadn't worked out in a year since ever we did boxing.
That was not a year ago.
How long ago was that?
2.5 years ago.
No, really?
Yes, you haven't worked out for 2.5 years.
Okay, 2.5 years?
Yes, hermosa, te lo juro.
I'm gonna go look at our contracts.
Hermosa, cuando te hiciste tus boobies, you never worked out again.
No, yeah, I had boobs already at the, yes.
But we haven't been there for a year and a half.
It's been a year for sure, but yeah, no, but it hasn't been 2 years for sure.
Are you sure?
I'm sure it's been a year. But anyway, so the point is that I hadn't worked out in a really long time, because even your butt. Anyway, so I get there and I start going, and our girl Liz, our friend Liz, she does it
She has
every
a
single
Peloton.
day. Yes, so her and Yvonne have Pelotons at home.
Which I never used mine.
But Liz does use it every day because she'll post,
Yeah.
and so she does it every single day. And so she's a pro. And Betsy was trying to Liz was in front of her, so she was trying to keep up with Liz. And then I think some people are just like natural athletes like you. It's in your genes. Like, I mean, that's strength right there. Yeah. So I'm going, and then I'm catching on. I'm like, okay, let me pay attention because this is craziness. And then I hear, our instructor say like, okay, put the resistance level down and up and down and up. And I'm like, oh my God, this thing has a resistance level? So all this time I've been on full-blown resistance. And then I lowered it to the lowest. But then Charles, which is Liz's boyfriend, told me that when you're on the lowest resistance too, that
you go too fast.
You go really fast, so it's bad. Like, you need to know how to like. So then I went from the hardest to the lowest, and I kept it at the lowest, thinking like, yeah, there's no way I can resist anything right now. And I was going super fast. And anyway, long story short, after cycling, we had an event that we're going to talk to you guys about right now. So we did cycling for an hour, and then I was on my high heels for like 6-7 hours or 8 straight. So then I died. Not the next day. The next day I started feeling it on the third day.
She was dying, guys.
How long has it been? A week or 2?
It's been a week and 2 days, 3 days. A week and 3 days.
And I'm finally like, right now, if I squat, like, I can still feel it a little bit burning, but I cannot describe the pain. Like, I don't know if anyone else has ever done a cycling class.
She basically got injured. I feel like she injured.
I did.
Her muscles, like, maybe right on top of your knee.
Oh, it was horrible. So then my legs kept like locking, like I couldn't walk, and then
there was a time she had her legs straight and she was walking.
I was walking like, yeah. And then Yvonne was like, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. She didn't feel a damn thing. So last Tuesday, something really ugly happened to me, and she was making fun of me. We were gonna do chismecito, but then my knee locked, and I dropped my entire meal prep on myself. On my shirt. It looked like I threw up. So we had to cancel. There was no way unless I went home and changed, but we started pretty late.
No le crea.
Yeah, I was like, I can't walk. Like, I couldn't even sit to pee. Like, I could not sit in my car. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, and so I was even getting worried. I'm like, should I go to the hospital? Like, that's how painful it was.
And plus, we hadn't edited like the last chismecito from 2 weeks before, so we're like, let's just edit the chismecito. So then we ended up not doing a new one.
Right. So then, I was like, I'm sorry, like, I can't do this. I was a mess. I spilled the food. Like, I had my meal prep super hot, by the way, and then my knee like did something because of the pain, and I dropped. That was my reaction.
I don't mean to laugh, guys. It's funny now. It wasn't funny at the time.
Well, she did laugh at the time. The only one that helped me was Fernie. Fernie was like, I got you.
No, just Fernie, yeah.
Well, no, Betsy, I think, was with a patient. I don't think she was there at that moment.
I remember Fernie and Betsy.
She could have been there.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I feel like I remember only Fernie helping me. Love you, baby girl. I know you're watching this.
She even like cleaned it up for you. And
yes, she was like, I got it. Like, she was helping me all day because I'm like, can you go to my car? I can't walk. Like, she kept like helping me out with everything.
Dude, seriously, Fernie is the MVP here. Like, she helps everybody.
She's a sweetheart.
What do you? Yeah, she's so sweet. Well, we have a lot of MVPs
muy amable,
here.
muy servicial.
Yeah, we have a lot of those girls here, but she's
yes,
definitely one of the top.
The main, the main squeeze.
But she was saying her love language is acts of service. Like, that's how she expresses, like, she cares for someone. And she's
I love it. Mm-hmm. And she does all the time.
Yeah.
But we were going to say then, I wasn't the only one that felt that way. Betsy, too, couldn't walk.
Oh, yeah, Betsy was very sore, too.
She just didn't want to tell Yvonne because she's like, she's not going to believe me.
She's like, I don't want to tell Yvonne.
And then Betsy would text me, how are you feeling today? I'm like, I feel like it's getting worse. Like, I'm worried because it's not getting better.
And she was also
it's getting worse every day. Yeah. And she's like, me too, but I'm scared to tell Yvonne. She's like, I told my husband, should I go to the hospital? I'm like, and there's an actual thing. Like, people have gone to the hospital. I promise. I consider myself to have high pain tolerance, and Yvonne says I don't. But I think I do for certain things. because like whenever they do my braces,
Mhm.
everybody that was like, "Oh, make sure you had take
Uh-huh.
Tylenol. Be ready. You're gonna be in
Uh-huh.
severe pain." Not once was I ever complain. I have never complained about my braces.
Well, I have been hurt before. I've hurt my muscles twice in my life that I remember. I'm sure more than that. But there was one time where I was doing CrossFit and we were doing the,
She's done it all.
I think it's the one, I don't know what they're called. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember. But you lift the weights and then I don't remember what, I think they're called like, I don't remember what they're called. But you put the weight on your back. So you, I
If
can't
you
remember
guys
the name.
know,
If you guys
type
know,
it.
yeah.
Because
So,
I have no idea. I
yeah,
know
like you
nothing.
get the bar with the weights, and then you do a squat, and then you kind of like you press and you put it on your shoulders, right? So your traps start burning a lot. Like they start burning every time you do it. So then I remember telling the coach, like, you know what? It's like I can't do anymore. And he's like, you could do it. And he pushed me so hard. Like it was a CrossFit class. He pushed me so hard, and I kept telling him like I can't do anymore. Like give me something else. And he was like, no, you could do it. You could do it. Like he kept. So he pushed me a little too hard, and I was injured for not injured, but there was my soreness lasted for about 2 3 days. But my traps looked like two balls, dude. It was so crazy.
I wish we had a picture of it.
Dude, I was like, look at my trap. Dude, ball like a ball like this. My traps
Like your
have
nerves.
never looked. I swear to God, my traps were probably 5 times bigger than what they are. They were like this, and they're like, dude, you're hurt. Like you're hurt. Yeah. So that was one time, and then so you know how my brother's very fit. You know what, guys? It's
We're gonna
very
put a picture
hard
of him.
to have a very fit sibling. It's very hard because my brother has been fit since we were little. So growing up with somebody who's super fit, like all his life, like he's always been fit, it's kind of hard because, you know, me and my sister, we fluctuate a little bit in weight. He'll kind of be like, hey, you guys are like, hey, you're like, he'll pick on us a little bit. So I feel like we've always had pressure to like look good. And even my dad and him will kind of team up on us, like, because they think they're like super strong, my dad and him. So it's just kind of hard to keep up with that. So
Yeah, but they're boys too.
yes,
Men.
so I feel like every time, okay, so like let's say I go to Austin and we rent bikes and we go like riding in the bikes. I feel like I always have to prove like that I'm doing good, like I'm not dying with my brother, like you know, or like I go paddleboarding and I'm like, so
I got
I
this.
always feel like I have to act like nothing's wrong because he's always like everything's so easy to him. So I'm always like paddling or I'm always trying to keep up with my brother. So I guess that's how it's always been, right? So one time I went to go work out with him. He was still living here. He wasn't living in Austin. And I went to EP Fitness, I think. And he says, you want me to give you a workout? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So then he's like, we're going to work out legs. So then he starts working on my calves. And I don't know how many calves, like, but with weight and everything, but he made me stand like, it was just a little elevated, and then you do your calves up and down. So all the way down, all the way up like that. Oh my God. I know I injured my calves, like 100%.
You
Like,
see?
I'm sure
So
because
it is a thing.
I couldn't walk for like 3 days. Like I couldn't put my foot down. Like I had to be walking in tiptoes. But I never thought in my head like I need to go to the ER. Never.
God.
Like I'm just kind of like, oh my God, I'm sore. Like drink a lot of, like, I don't know. I guess in my head, like it's never an option. Like I need to go to the ER or, oh my God, I'm dying. You know, whatever. Like I just deal with it, I guess. But for sure, those 2 times, I know I was injured. I'm 100% sure. But I think me, I'm just like,
It's gonna get
I'm just
better.
sorry. It's gonna get like I'm never like.
Well, I'm a fast healer. Like
Yeah.
I know my body so well.
Mhm.
Like I get injured or bruised, whatever, and I heal fast. But I think what made me worry, I'm also I've mentioned this que soy muy nerviosa. So it's never happened to me that something's getting worse instead of better. So I felt like I kept hurting myself. You know, I'm like, what if I need to go to the doctor? And then have you ever seen that meme when you Google like something like your symptoms and it's like you're about to die? That's me.
That's just and I'm not like that. I'm always like, I'm fine. You know how I am.
Yeah, I know.
Everything, I'm like, I'm gonna be okay.
All the time. She never gets sick. She didn't get COVID. She didn't nothing.
Like I've gone on trips. Like last year for my birthday, I went with 5 people. All four got all like four except me got sick. Like I'm very like no, I'm fine. I'm not gonna get
Oh,
sick.
was that in for your birthday
in Bali?
Bali.
So Güero got sick. The next day Rocio got sick. The next day Mario got sick, and then my sister got sick. And I kept saying like, oh, I'm not gonna get sick. I'm not gonna get sick. I never got sick, guys.
So what was wrong with them? Can you
They
share?
were having like vomiting. They were having like diarrhea.
How crazy that you didn't get it.
Not even just stomach. I think they were just overall. I think they had a fever. I can't remember anymore. I think like a headache, fever. I don't think it was just stomach. It's something.
Why
else.
do you think this happens when people go like to another country?
I think there's just too many new bugs, too many new, the food. I mean, there's just too many
Did
variables.
they drink water? Or
no, because my sister. Okay, so my sister kept brushing her teeth with bottled water. Everybody did. Like I was the one being the most careless. Like I was just, I was just like, my sister's like, you're not using bottled water to brush your teeth. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot. Like I kept just drinking the water. No, I didn't drink the water, but when I would shower, like I'm so used to like letting water fall out of my mouth. I know. It's like,
I just had a visual. Now I'm gonna see you in the shower, like. Oh god.
I just wasn't being careful at all. Like I was just like, I was brushing my teeth with the tap water. Like I didn't think of those things, And I don't know why I'm like that. I'm very like, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a funny story. Okay, guys. So the last villa we were in, we had people that cooked for us, which was really nice, guys. If you can go to Bali, go to Bali. It's like, it's magical and it's very inexpensive, like very, very inexpensive. So we had like 3 servants or 4, like they were like cooking for us, whatever we needed. So then every time we'd ask for water, like the lady would bring it from like a special, like kind of like a gallon of water. I don't know, like a reservoir. Like, so he would, it was clean water. So every time we would ask for water, she would bring us that. Every time she was cooked, she was using it from there. So then one of the times we were coming back and we didn't want to wake him up. It was like 2 in the morning or 3. And Rocio's like, oh, we stopped at a gas station. I don't remember why. And she bought sopita. And she's like, oh, I'm going to make sopita. And she started making sopita for us, like the little noodles or whatever. And then Rocio. So then we start eating it, and
that's her specialty.
Hilda's like, where did you get the water from? And she's like, from the sink. And Hilda was like,
And then they all got sick.
No, but I ate from there too. I ate from the water and I didn't get sick. But she's like, I boiled it. It's fine. But Hilda was like wanting to die. But I think at that point, like, Güero had already gotten over his sickness, Rocio too. So I think it was like, I think Hilda was already sick at that time anyway. But she was just like, Rocio, why did you use that water? It was just funny because Hilda's like, she's been like this whole time we've been so careful.
It's hard to remember. Like, that's crazy.
It's super hard. But no, when you're drunk and you want something spicy, Rocio always makes a sopita, like this Korean soup with like noodles. It's so good.
I'll put a picture right here.
It was so funny. No, and then she'll just like whatever she has in her fridge, she'll just chop it up and make a sopita. But it was so funny, dude. She's like, I don't know, I just got it from the sink. I was hilarious. Anyway, I didn't get sick, guys. Yeah, I have a good immune system.
A very good immune system, but she's always doing wellness shots. Like she's always injecting herself with everything.
I'm always drinking collagen, and I'm always shooting myself up with like the peptides and all our vitamins, and I'm always like drinking. I drink so many things. I drink a multivitamin. I drink zinc. I drink all the mushrooms that prevent cancer. I drink a bunch of stuff at home. I even take stuff so I don't get any grays on my hair.
Cheater.
I'm a little crazy. I don't have any grays, guys. I won't say how old I am. I'll just say I'm a little older than Giselle. But
I'm covered in them.
But I don't have any grays. So I'm like
as a matter of fact, do not zoom in. Because no.
Yeah, no, so I don't have grays, so I take vitamins for that. I take vitamins for anything you can name. And I'm like, it's making me a superhuman.
It pays off because she never gets sick. And she apparently also never gets sore. Well, now we know you do, but Yeah, but it was crazy. So we'll see how we do in this wine run.
Yes, we're excited about the wine run. Okay, but going back, after the cycling, we had to rush because there was a michelada fest
Yes.
on the west side, and our friend Cynthia invited us to go.
Guest of the artist.
Right.
So our friend Cynthia, she's a promoter.
Hmm.
So
So then she invited us. So then we get there, and then she's like, "Come through the back, whatever." So then we put a little video on our on our Instagram of when we got there.
here's
And
the
then
super
we
extra VIP
registered, and then she came
entrance.
and they opened and we came through the back. And
Forget
we
all
had
the
a lot of fun. We
entrances.
took a little bit of clips, not too many, but we took a little bit of clips while we were there. So we'll post them now.
Muy bien, yes. This is Chase Mexico time. So where are we, Giselle? We're here at the Michelada Fest.
Guys, so we're backstage at the Michelada Fest, and we're waiting for a few singers.
We're waiting for Neton. That's who I want to see.
And we're waiting for Chino Pacas, but I think he's behind me over there in that SUV.
Also, by the way, Tito Torbellino is amazing. We loved him. He's badass.
So he invited us in his RV, and we have tacos with him, and we also had a few drinks with him. He's super nice. He's from Phoenix.
And then this is where the artists come, and then they all have their RVs.
And that's supposedly where Chino Pacas is in that SUV.
And I got a really good picture of Ivan going into Tito Torbellino's RV. Once we were in there, we couldn't really take videos, but it was a really fun experience. Like Ivan said, we ate tacos, we took some shots, we had some drinks.
He was super nice, guys. He's from Phoenix. And yeah, he speaks English, Spanish. He was super nice. And I think right now he went back to his RV, and I think he's with, I think Calle 24 went in there too.
And also, he's originally from Sonora, Mexico, so he knows where the good tacos are, but he lives in Phoenix.
So hit him up for some local spots in Phoenix.
Okay, so what was your favorite part of that experience? We had so much fun, by the way.
It was a lot of fun. I did love that. Honestly, I think I'm at an age where I don't like to be like pushed around. I love that we were in the back, like it was in like super full. It was perfect. Like we got to see the artists, enjoy the show. We weren't getting like pushed around because it was full. It was really full.
Yeah, I did. It got really
And the
full.
people in the front, like watching they were like
cramped up.
so it was pretty full.
Yes,
So it was
and
kind
then
of nice not to.
the restrooms. One of the
We had our own restrooms, which was
perks.
super nice. We didn't have to wait in line at all for the restrooms, which was nice.
It was a portable restroom, but it was very fancy. Like
Yeah.
it was two, and then it was like all like
Yeah,
glammed
and we
up.
didn't have to wait once. And
Mhm.
then every artist had an RV like parked in the back, and we were just excited to see them getting there, like with their crew or whatever. And we met most of the artists.
Yes, it was nerve-wracking for our friend because of course sometimes flights
Yes.
get delayed, and she was like a little bit stressed, just making sure that the artist showed up on time and all that.
So she had to make sure the artists got there on time. She had to make sure that they weren't missing anything, if they were hungry, if they wanted drinks. Like she was just like going up and down the stage, making sure just everything was coming out right. I'm sure it's super stressful.
Yes.
And she handled it good. There was like one time where she's like, I just want a certain person to get here already. Like they get a little bit nervous that they don't rest until the artists are there. Like
Exactly. Like when the show's over, they're like, okay.
yeah, but she treated us like really nice. It was really good, huh?
Yeah, it was really nice, and the artists were really nice too.
They were all
We had-
nice. They were like we took pictures with most of the artists. We were all excited. They were all sweet, and
We met Neton Vega, Chino Pacas.
yes.
We met Calle 24.
Calle 24, Tito Torbellino Jr.
Mhm.
We also Crystal Poppin was there, but we didn't get
We
to
didn't
take
get
a
to meet
picture
her.
with her.
No.
Who
But
else was there?
well, those are the ones that I think we just kind of like hung out with the most.
Yeah.
And we did have like they had in the RV they were like tacos and stuff and drinks and like chips and all kinds of. It was fun. Like
Yeah, it was fun,
we hung
and
out
they
there.
were like, "Oh, you guys want another drink?" Like it was just fun.
And
They're
we
super
met their
nice.
teams too. Their teams, the photographer was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all their people. It was a
Yes.
great experience.
Yes, a lot of them had their own photographer, so we kept like switching Instagrams, and they would send us the pictures that we took with them, and then what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, a lot of them had their own bodyguards too, huh?
Oh yeah, they
They
did.
were like
Right.
making sure nobody got near their artist. It was funny.
Yeah.
But it was still fun.
It was fun. You know what? Neto Vega's kind of like a new artist to me. That I think he's like up and coming. I guess I really had never heard of him
Oh really?
till Cynthia like posted a TikTok with his song,
Oh.
and then I was like, oh, who is this? And anyway, so I'm starting to like his music, but I really hadn't heard it.
Oh.
But they were, yeah, Calle 24. I was really excited to meet him because he sings one of my favorite all time songs.
Yes.
¿Qué onda?
You know what? Calle 24 and Chino Pacas, they sing along with
Oh, yeah.
JOP. Like, they sing along with Fuerza Regida. So, I was telling Giselle, like, no, I don't know, you said something about Chino Pacas, and I'm like, he sings the song you like, and he sings this song. Like, they have a lot of songs together.
Right, yeah.
And I do like
it's-
Chino Pacas.
And
like his
actually,
voice.
Calle 24 and Chino Pacas and JOP sing ¿Qué onda?
No,
Them
the three of them.
Yeah.
No, yes, but they have more songs, the three of them together.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, I guess they, like,
they've collabed a
yeah,
lot.
they collabed a lot together.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it
and
was a lot of fun.
the Michelada Fest was awesome. I actually heard from someone, I don't know if it's true, I want to ask Cynthia, that it was the last year that they're ever going to have the Michelada Fest.
Really?
One of my employees that worked the Michelada Fest, she said they told them it was going to be the last year. There was they said a really ugly fight broke down, and then they stopped the show early.
I mean, allegedly, because I don't know if this is true, guys, but I heard it also had to do, like, this is not allegedly, I'm telling you, I don't know how true this is, but I had heard something that it also has to do with, like, a lot of the singers. I know a lot of them were born in the US, but I know, like, there's also singers that were born, like, in Mexico, and because of everything that's going on right
Like
now.
they're not allowed to sing corridos or any music that's like negative or has to do with
Something,
like
yeah, it's politics, so
yes.
I heard something like that, so I think that they're having a lot of problems with that type of music sometimes. So
Right.
I think some concerts are gonna
Stop. Well, hopefully that's
hopefully
not.
not. We
it
love
was,
our Mexican music.
It was
we
fun.
love our, yeah.
It was fun, and there was it was a great turnout. It seemed.
Yeah, it was super full. So, but it was a lot of fun. The food, everything was good. But yeah. But yeah, no. Well. I hope you guys liked our little clips. There weren't a lot. We were trying like not to be all like fangirls, but
Right. We really weren't.
no.
I think that was.
And the guys are super nice anyway.
Yes.
But and then they did invite us. Like, well, at the end, we were like, should we just Uber home? Like, what do we do? And then Cynthia.
Well, my phone died.
Oh, that's right.
So I was like.
Yeah.
And Yvonne's phone was about to die, so I was like, what are we gonna do? Like, we need an Uber, you know, like.
But Cynthia was like, no, just come. We'll give you a ride to, cause they were all gonna party at Paso al Norte. So, she's like, no, they're gonna give you a ride there. So we all went with them, and we were partying at the rooftop. At the rooftop bar. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We were with just a bunch of them, a group of people. So
we were outside, but then it got really cold that day. Like, it was weird because it was hot in the the El Paso weather, and it got really
so
cold
we were
and windy.
inside, and then we went outside, and then it started sprinkling, and then we went back inside. But it was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
It was a fun night. But yeah,
Partying with celebrities, and then the other ones started showing up and their bodyguards, and I was like, it was
we
fun.
felt all important for.
Yes.
It was our little 15 minutes.
They had a red rope.
Don't get near them.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Somebody did get near me. Remember?
What?
Do you remember someone coming up to me? Do you want to dance? I was like, no. I'm on this side of the rope.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
that's funny.
Pero era un cholote.
Oh, sí, cierto. Porque Shiloh ya había llegado con
Ajá.
Jessica. So our girlfriends got there, and then they let them in. But that's right, some cholo asked you.
And then it was funny because Shiloh had a little to drink, and Jessica was sober AF. And she said that when they got there, that the guy was like, "Can I see your ID, ma'am?" And then she was like, "We're with somebody." And then he's like, "Okay, but I still need to see your ID." Jessica's like, "They're carding us. Like, that's a good thing." But she got there like, I'm with the artist. Yeah, because Jessica had texted me, where are you? And I said, hey, we're here. Like, come over. Where are you guys? And I have their location, so I saw they were kind of near. And yeah, they came over. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
So they were able to cross the rope. But while I was standing there, because then they sat down, that's when that guy came up to me. I'm like, ew, get off me, as if. Yeah. I was like, where's the bodyguard to defend me right now?
I don't like that much. Like, I don't like that rooftop bar that much because I feel like sometimes the music gets a little
ghetto.
A little bit, but it was fun that night.
Like what? Like hip hop?
Or like they play like old music sometimes.
Okay, you
like,
don't like.
So I feel like it's like, I don't know. It attracts a lot of older people. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right, not young people like us.
We're very young guys.
Not Gen Zs like us.
We act like Gen Zs, but...
We do. Like, our girls keep us young.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I was like, man, we should have gone to Malolam.
That's our place. Cheers to Malolam.
It's always a vibe. I don't have any more, so cheers. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us and listening to our little stories. We hope we didn't bore you too much with our little...
We hope you liked this, our little adventure. It was fun and all the clips.
Yes, so...
And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yes, bye.
Bye.